Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Ajegunle don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle don't come, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle don't come, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle don't come, oh, yo, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Ajegunle don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle don't come, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle don't come, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Ajegunle don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Ajegunle, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Ajegunle diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Ajegunle don't come.
Hello guys, how you doing today? So guys, this is not something that we brought some interviews too, and they expressed how they feel living in Norway, Anambra State over these years. So join me and watch this video and enjoy and hear what Yoruba community in Norway think of the environment they are living in, and see how they celebrated their first ever carnival in Norway, Anambra State. Thank you.
Hello there. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Ajegunle live. I want my Lagos, not your Lagos. They have started burning down Lagos. They are, they are the Aronguns who have never really been taught about wealth creation. The criminals who have held Lagos down for 2 decades, over 2 decades. They have groomed criminals who believe that to show political supremacy in that today's Nigeria is to destroy the informal sector that actually contributes hugely to whatever Lagos is today. They were not trained to raise wealth. They have no idea of creating wealth. All they know is extortion, take here and there, and they are going mad now on to re-election because of election. ẹ lọ dáná sun spare part market. Ah. Share this broadcast.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn làkì. Àní ẹ̀sùn làkì. Lórí Facebook. Àní ẹ̀sùn làkì. Lórí YouTube.
Also, tonight, we are also going to get an update on their court battle. INEC versus political parties and the presidential candidates in an election adjudged to be the worst political or electoral haste in any recent history of election riggings in Nigeria. Well, INEC got a judgment. So did Peter Obi. So did Atiku, as well as Tinubu. I'll tell you about that tonight. Thank you. Sorry for the late start. However, it seems that the seed of wind that is being planted by the desperate APC, Egbekegbe in Lagos, which, as we all know, is their reaction to the shocking defeat they suffered in their own base, Lagos, when the man that was said to be the founder, the creator, the landlord of Lagos, got trounced in his own backyard, front and back. In their reaction, they escalated the tribal, the tribal divisive, bigoted messages, including physical and then online threats. Now, we were reviewing what happened in Lagos during their charade elections, right? What happened in Lagos? How did Labour Party manage to score nearly 1 million votes in Lagos? How is that even possible? We saw how much they try. They were talking about structure. They said you need experience before the people that are victims of bad governance in Nigeria, before they can trust you. They will trust their oppressors more. So they believe you need similar experience before they can entrust you with any position. So you need structure. So what was this structure? Structure experience. So on Saturday, the 25th of February, the Obidients, they exposed what everyone has been talking about. The structure. You can never defeat these people because they have structure. It was actually structure of criminality, structure of violence, structure of bribery, structure of intimidation, structure of manipulation, and so many other things that are completely illegal and criminal. Maybe some people knew, maybe some didn't. But on the 25th of February, these Obidients, we no get political party. They are Obidients. Obedient movement through Labour, Abi. That doesn't make them members of the Labour Party. That is where the whole thing become more complicated. So on the 25th, especially in Lagos, with an orchestrated scientific old order rigging system, these bigoted criminals state capture criminals. APC. Egbekegbe. It's like a gang of courts. Criminals. They had this structure whereby INEC was on their side. Of course, 24 years. What would you expect? In their own rigging system, they have mapped out areas that their system showed that Igbos are domiciled. So when they were planning their rigging, they were planning rigging to suppress and reduce the numbers of Lagosians with Igbo origin. That's the primary scientific rigging, by skimming out the chunk of them out of participating, because according to them, they are going to package a propaganda package that is going to be so easy to sell. But before then, let us make sure they are disenfranchised. They did that. And they increased the numbers of Yorubas or Lagosians without Igbo origin. They increased their own chances of participating in the elections. Old order versus new order. The first mistake they made. So we were reviewing that. What made them lose Lagos so much? That despite all of their structure of violence, rigging, falsification, they haven't recovered from the shock of what happened. We realized that instead of them to be busy, bombarding Lagosians with all they have done, especially Sanwo-Iku, instead of them to have used all of their resources to continue to bombard Lagos, they were paying people to be spreading propaganda that the Igbos are coming to take over Lagos. The Igbos are coming to take over your land. The Igbos are going to send away all your traditional rulers. And then what will happen? They are going to make themselves traditional rulers. As stupid as this sounds, they have invested hundreds of millions of naira to keep recycling it and recycling it and recycling it, that they themselves are beginning to believe them. But you know something? When we were reviewing what happened on the 25th of February, we realized that the only people buying the propaganda of Igbos are coming to take over, Igbos are this, Igbos are that in Lagos, to the point that all of the people contesting to be governors of Lagos State right now, from all political parties, they are all Yorubas, but according to APC, they are Igbos. Like, they were telling this, they are repeating this propaganda themselves, right? To the point that they started believing them, right? But what we figured out is this. The only people believing them and their propaganda, the only people who are more agitated, angered, are mostly the Yorubas who are not from Lagos State. The Yorubas from other part of Yoruba land. Some of them are abroad. You see that propaganda of Igbos are coming to take over. The person they want to elect Igbo. Once Igbo come, they are going to take all over your house. They're going to take over your land. Blah, 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 blah. They have sold this Zobo to the people that cannot help them, because that's the end result. Remember when I said, stop threatening people on social media? I know that your your livelihood, so many of you, Lagos Abobakus, the Lagos Agberos, the jobless miscreants, the freeloaders, the scavengers, ass lickers, crumb eaters, crumb chasers, all risers. I said, if you really value your pot of soup, threatening people is not going to help you. You need to go out there, line up, vote, let them count you too. So, what was I saying? The lies and propaganda of they want to take over Lagos, they want to take over this or that. Now, people from Oyo, Ijebu Ogun, Egba, Akure, Ondo Ekiti, Osun Iragbiji, Ilesha, and all these places, they are the people that are running mad. But unfortunately, they cannot help APC. Egbe. Imagine where you got so outnumbered that it became so difficult to even rig. The people living in Lagos themselves, the real Lagosians, who are actually experiencing the hardship, the lawlessness, as well as the shanty town they call the mega shitty, the bogus, you know what I mean? Bogus nonsense they are portraying out there. The real Lagosians who are facing them, they tend to have seen an opportunity to punish them. And Sonweku knows that. So when they feel like they can't make up the number, they started, put it this way. You all know how important Lagos is to them. Abi? Even if they pretend that they are comfortable, no shaking. You know how important Lagos is. You know that waiting them bury under Lagos. The crimes these guys have committed and they believe they have gotten away with. So many of them believe that till they die, what they have done with Lagos, what they have done to the Yoruba people, what they have done to the land of the Yoruba land, across Yoruba land, if Lagos fall, dynasty will fall, yeah. Sure you get. So, they are championing, they started the physical threat. Now, put it this way. Let's put it this way. On the 25th of, 25th of February, went Tifnumbulule in Lagos. And they got so rattled, like, how did that even happen? And the rest of that. That was the moment they should have slowed down, and addressed the real Lagosians. That was the moment they realized that they actually don't have the real number to call them legitimate government from time immemorial. They have just been able to ensure the lower voter appearance, or so to say, in their elections, giving them the room to write all the figures as we speak. Now, for the first time, they have been taken to the cleaners. Suddenly, Sonweku is everywhere. But you know what they haven't learned? They are still propagating Igbo this, Igbo that. But they are not stopping there alone. Because they have raised army of uneducated, miseducated, ignorant bunch of failures. The young Yorubas that believe in these criminals have been raised to blame other people for their unfortunate existence, their failure in life, and it is so convenient to see the people that put them in that situation as somehow they are saviors too. Let me explain that. In Yoruba land today, majority of the young people in Yoruba land, they know Tifnubu and his gang as bunch of criminals. But there are a handful of young Yorubas that are, in a way, that believe strongly, that the reasons why they are poor is because some non-Yorubas in Yoruba land are more favored. Now, put it this way. Some of them believe that those who came to Yoruba land have been so successful. Many of them have become rich with businesses. Okay? And it is because their leaders, especially in Lagos, Tinubu, allowed that to happen. That if you are a non-Yoruba in Yoruba land, whether you have been in Yoruba land for 40 years, whether you are born and raised there, even where your own parents were born and raised in Lagos, there are handful miseducated, uneducated, ignorant Yorubas who believe that your success in Yoruba land, in business, in your profession and any other thing in Yoruba land was because the likes of Tinubu allowed it. So, the Yorubas who are poor, defending Tinubu in this is their own easy way of at least consoling themselves that they are not favored, even though they are Yorubas. The success they are jealous of or talking about that makes them so angry because you are ungrateful, that they were supposed to be angry at their leaders who allowed non-Yorubas to be rich, but the Yorubas themselves to be poor. So instead of them to be angry at their leaders, they will support them. But you, who their leaders made rich, you are so ungrateful. They are the ones that should be angry, but you are the one showing ungratefulness. Do you understand that level of complexity, right? Now, madness, Werey, somehow it's going to be so hard to understand. We have a lot of people that their brains have been messed up. Yorubas are worse off in Yoruba land because the only rich Yorubas you will see genuinely these days are either Yoruba politicians or the family of the politicians or Yoruba government contractors who are friends of the politicians. And then they call themselves the elites in Yoruba land. The politicians who are poorer before they join politics in Yoruba land, majority of them are billionaires, even richer than so many of the states that they once represented. This is the context of he made you, Tinubu made you, Tinubu made this one, he made that one. At whose detriment? To whose disadvantage? Of course, the Yorubas. Since 1999, Yoruba land, including Lagos, have all been governed by the Yorubas. Yorubas have been the one making laws for the Yorubas in Yoruba land. Yorubas have been the ones executing their projects from local government level to state level in Yoruba land. Yorubas have been the source of contractors as well. All these resources is circulating among them. But do you know those who are the victims of all of this? The young Yorubas. Some are very angry and full of us, have become humbled slaves. The only way to heal or to sort of manage their failure and disappointed lives is to blame other people. So when you look around and you see you see Yorubas, young or old, who turn around and says, the Igbos want to take over our land. The Igbos want to take over our resources. But that same person is actually not upset that Yorubas are paying ransoms to Fulani terrorists in our forest today. Yorubas have become refugees who had to run away from their lands. Some of them have been killed. Others have to run away from the lands, from the land of their own birth, right? To foreign lands where they seek, well, safety. The only people who have been for the past 7.5 years, 8 years, since APC, Egbekegbe came to government in Nigeria, the only people who have made mention of your land or your life has been the APC. Egbekegbe, who told you, who brought Ruga, who brought Katu Colony, who brought the idea of a grazing route, who brought the idea of ceding the part of your land. If you want to stop a bloodbath, if you want to stop terrorism. But look at how they are twisting this now, because some Yorubas in Yoruba land are actually tired of them, and they have been waiting for a time, an opportunity to send that message. But you see, they still didn't get it. That's the point. They are still not getting it, right? They are chatting a propaganda that is even making more Yorubas angrier. Do you understand? Like, how could you be so bigoted? How could you be so black-hearted? Politics blinded you so much that you even have to publicly and repeatedly call your own brother and deny your own blood for politics. Now, a lot of people are seeing this and they're actually reacting. So like I said, when you see those who are calling for war, for those who are calling for this or that across, the old social media, what have you, they are mostly not from Yoruba land. So they are mostly not from Lagos State. Some of them have not even visited Lagos State. But they have been fed with this propaganda and lies. Can a Yoruba man become a governor in eastern Nigeria? Have you ever seen any Igbo man or Hausa man become governor or contested to be governor in Yoruba land before? Can a Igbo man, can a Yoruba man buy land? The people that are not welcoming people in eastern Nigeria. This is a repeated propaganda of SL Akintola. How many of you remember Ladoke Akintola, SL Akintola? Let me tell you something about history, a little one, not deep one, okay? A lot of you have been told about Awolowo, AG, Action Group, and all of the exploits of Awolowo. Yeah? What they didn't tell you, or probably some of you choose, because it's not, it's not really kind of a lovely part of history, of political history in Yoruba land. What they didn't tell you is this, okay? When Awolowo was promoting this idea of, every man in Yoruba land, wherever you come from, wherever your background, if you are in Yoruba land and living in Yoruba land, you will benefit from the policies of the government of Yoruba land. What they didn't tell you was that there is another guy. His name is SL Akintola. He was also a premier of Western region, like Awolowo. He was a premier too. He was the most bigoted soul that you can think of ever. And I'm not making this up. When you talk about, SL Akintola was the genesis, somebody who thought Yorubas to be afraid and scared of the people across the Niger. This was like SL Akintola had this very popular radio program in Western Nigeria then. The messages, every message on there is message of fear, panic. The people, these people, Yorubas, there are the likes of Awolowo and the rest, right? That they are working tirelessly to bring Yorubas, to make Yorubas second-class citizens in Yoruba land. The Igbos are coming to dominate you. The Igbos are coming to do this or that. The Hausas from Okeoya, they are bloody this or that. It's every bigoted thing that so many generations who are in their 50s and 60s and 70s that they were fed with. They came from SL Akintola politically. In fact, he was instrumental to decimating, destroying, and also ensuring that Obafemi Awolowo, the sage, ended up in jail, charged for treason. That's a part of our history they didn't tell you. So there are a generation of Yorubas who no longer want to believe all this nonsense anymore. Somebody is coming to do this or that. We can see those who are actually like coming for us physically. And we can see those who look away. And those who told us that talking about that is going to offend some certain people because of political interest. We know all this. Social media is full of information to help people to understand better, rather than subject yourself to different political machination when they play the tribal card, the religious card, and every other card they have been playing all this while. Then you realize that it has never been about you. When you look at the victims of all of this, you will see Muslims, you will see Christians, you will see Northerners, you will see Southerners, you will see Igbo, you see Yoruba, you see everybody sharing is just admitting that you are a victim that has become so difficult for so many people, and easier too for the oppressors to continue to use the same tool. And that's exactly what they are doing right now. These Igbos are coming. That one is coming. Coming to do what? The only people who have taken everything away from us are the Yorubas who have the opportunity for the past 24 years. Come on, man. If there's anyone to be afraid of, to be scared of, it should be every one of them parading themselves as speakers and representatives of the Yorubas in this project Nigeria since 1999. You go around everywhere in Yoruba land. Everywhere looks like places that are just recovering, like war zone. People who are just in places that are just recovering from a serious disaster. 24 years of democracy. But how do you think they can keep power if they are not indeed spreading the fear like this? But unfortunately, these criminals didn't destroy education for nothing. They destroyed education. Okay? Turned the supposedly thoughtful, intelligent, educated citizens. They now turn them into zombies that are full of hatred, vile, and violence, bloodshot in their eyes, that they can't wait to pounce on themselves at any given opportunity. Any dog whistle. A mega city means the city of millions of people from different background, different beliefs, different religion, different political ideology. But when you begin to promote my Lagos, not your Lagos, that is xenophobic. Xenophobia is when people feels like other people apart from them mean well. It is a very dangerous one that APC don't give a damn about. It's going to be after they have done all their charade, once they rig themselves, and then Sanwo-Iku is declared. That is when you realize that they actually don't give a damn about whether you are Yoruba or Igbo or Hausa in Lagos. They don't give a damn about you. It is a rent-seeking system. They are just there to take from you, not to give back. Do you understand? And you will continue to be the victims. All of this destruction and everything that is coming with it. APC, Egbekegbe, continue to show to all of us that they are the most dangerous group of people. That they are even willing to destroy Yoruba land just for power. They didn't build Lagos. Okay? They inherited a gold mine and they destroyed it. They destroy her. And you will never know until they are gone. And they don't want to go. So they will do everything, including destroying that same place. Or how do you describe this? Nigeria currently have over 48 to 58, between 48 to 58% unemployed people. Round it up, 60% unemployed people in Nigeria. Do you know the people that actually are documented as unemployed mostly? They are mostly those who actually are educated, jobless as well. Do you know where you're going to see the majority of the number? Southern Nigeria. So you have over 40 million people who are supposed to be gainfully employed, productive, contributing to the economy, and at the same time leading a better life, standard life. They are jobless right now. They are poor. And they are roaming everywhere in southern Nigeria as we speak. Businesses are folding up. Yeah, because the economy is in doldrum. Abi? Then in that mind, miseducated, uneducated, ignorant, tribal bigots who wanted to defend their oppressors, they went about on a carnage, burning down multi-million naira businesses, market. That's what they did in Lagos between yesterday and this morning. They went into a market in Lagos, domiciled, and the area domiciled mostly by the Igbos. You want to hurt Igbos, burning their properties, burning their businesses, destroying their property and all of that. Meanwhile, the government of Lagos State makes their own revenue from all these markets that they never built. Lagos didn't build anything. These criminals didn't build anything. What they do is that they take over things. Do you get that? And then they ruin them. But burning them to prove a point, to stop them from voting, or what? That's exactly what happened when they say Omota Ako Lomagbi Leta Kota. Here you get a child that you failed to train is the child that is going to auction your house and everything you probably work for in your life. The Omuales in Yoruba land, the Jagabanami, untrained, mistrained, miseducated, bigoted Jagabandit army. They have no idea that burning down markets is not in the interest of Lagos. Chasing people who actually run your informal economy, the one that has kept you afloat than the rest of states in Nigeria, you want to burn them down because you want to show them that you own Lagos. Do you really think the other Yorubas who are also operating in those markets, making their own livings in those markets, do you really think they will pray for you? Do you really think they will actually wish you well? Are you not? Are you not thinking they probably are those who are going to ensure that you are completely destroyed? They are Yorubas too. You are not thinking about them. The hatred they have plastered over your faces. You want to burn down what actually make Lagos, Lagos. Well, Lagosians said they will respond. On one hand, Sanwo-Iku, as we sit today, is realized that Tinubu may not be able to help him. But let me show you something. This one is for education purpose, so sure you get. It is for some of you who have been fed with that lie that Yorubas are not welcome in Eastern Nigeria. In this day and time, you can actually, embrace internet for some level of, what do you call it? Education. Tinubu and their gang, they are old. And that is why they are still using the old order. Hate, always blind. Now, let me show you something, right? These are Yorubas in Anambra. They have been there, God knows for when. Many of them have become a senior civil servants in Anambra. Some of them are big traders in Anambra. Right?
Hello guys, how are you doing today? So guys, there is something started moving away. Think
good evening. My name is Babatunde Olariwaju. As the PRO Yoruba community and also the financial secretary of Yoruba community. So we are very glad that today has come. So we are doing the Yoruba Carnival today. The entire Yoruba, Newe and its environment. So we are doing the carnival today. It means a lot to Yoruba community. So it's to recognize our presence in Newe, one, and to assemble ourselves, to associate together in terms of development, for us to know where there is need for every members of Yoruba community living in Newe and outside Newe. This our center is comprising the entire senatorial district, so that Dr. Ifeanyi Uba is the senator of this district. So, and this district, the entire Yoruba, we are having our meeting on 2 times on monthly basis. We are having it every 15 days. It's quite encouraging.
Anyway, if you want to see more, I would encourage you, okay, to visit. I'll tell you the YouTube channel. There's a guy who is doing wonderfully well in that regard. So you get to know that there are Yorubas, your brothers and sisters, who are also who have families, and they are making their living in far away. What do you call it? Igbo land as well, and so many other lands. Okay, so somebody said, see, go on to urbanized media. That's the person that shared that. Okay, or go on YouTube and just check on Yorubas in Igbo land. You will see a lot of them who have been so successful. Okay, so somebody said that imagine the Yorubas going to Nnewi to say Nnewi is no man's land. You see, let me tell you something. Just reason. You are somebody who is an elderly person and you are a Yoruba person. You are a man. I have, in many occasions, right? On many occasions, I have seen your comments, especially on YouTube, all right? Where you are a closet, what do you call it? What I would describe as a, closet Yoruba, what do you call it? Tribal bigot, okay? No apologies, sir. Sure you get. And this is the reason. You have a way you love to drop your subtle bigot in the comment, right? And I mean, it's quite sad, I have to say, sir, right? Now, this is it. People say Yoruba land or Lagos is no man's land. Does that make Lagos a no man's land? What stops you from saying, listen, Yoruba land is Yoruba land? The Igbos admitted it. Everybody who came from outside Yoruba land admitted it. But for political exigencies, people like you love to repeat that. Okay? You drop it subtly. Yeah? You just drop it tinily. Like you see the Igbos too, they have their own for body. I know your type, sir. All right? But it's fine. If you can admit to it and then stop being a closet one. Okay? I don't actually like people like you around me, sincerely speaking. Because it's like, pretentious people. Okay, they will be like, I'm just trying to speak the facts, Meanwhile, they are hiding their bigots behind that coded, well, I'm just trying to speak the fact. I don't like people like you around me. I'm sorry. Okay. So yeah, Lagos is Yoruba land. But when they want to rile you, they will tell you that Lagos is no man's land. And then when you see people who actually repeat that, okay, they base on that so that they can launch their own tribal bigotry. Sure you get? And say, that's the only thing that get me angry. Every time they will say Lagos is no man's land. Does that then make Lagos no man's land? At your age, you should be one of those that will say, well, if you say that and you believe that, then we will see how you're going to make or pack Lagos and take it somewhere else. We are trying to douse the tension of bigotry, and somebody like yourself seems that we are actually in your terrain, swimming in it. Sure, you get. So Lagos is made up of, in fact, the success of Lagos, right, is not it doesn't lie on the Yorubas. That's the facts, okay? People built Lagos. A mega city like that, a former city, I mean, a former capital of a country, right, that normally house almost everybody from every part of the country, means everybody built Lagos. So don't work yourself up too much, okay? Don't sweat it too much. And that's what some of these Gen Z have realized too. If you want to admit, you will say Igbos built Lagos, Yorubas built Lagos. Everybody from Nigeria actually built Lagos. You have to admit that. But that didn't take it away that Lagos is still Yoruba land. If anybody want to buy anything in Lagos, including land, if you want to buy any land in Lagos, Yorubas will be the one to actually say, okay, yeah, we are selling this for you. So what makes Lagos no man's land? Anyway, the bigotry, okay, is indeed working on so many, especially the older generation. Okay, when you see some of this older generation, it's really, really working on them. However, whatever bigotry people are being fed from all around the place, the point I'm trying to make is that, okay, this whole thing, is actually it's not about the Yoruba. It's not about the Igbos. It's simply about political criminals, who want to keep their feeding bottle. And they have to keep all of you, all of us, all right, trying to explain to ourselves why we should kill ourselves. Do you understand? Why should I kill that one? Why should I kill that one? Why should I be worried about that person? Oh, that person is coming for me. If I hold that person now, I know what to do. You know what they did to us in 1960. Ajegunle, you know what they did in 1917. They have had the plan for so long. Hello. A lot of people are not really buying this because we know once election is no longer there, everybody go back to their suffering posts. Suffering and smiling positions. You continue there, lamenting and calling on God, Shineke Allah. And these criminals who are robbing every one of us across Nigeria, they don't give a damn to you. I mean, if you're a Yoruba or if you're not, so if you now kind of dwell in it and you begin to hide your own bigotry by subtle bigotry, you know, I just thought you should know there are your brothers and sisters, okay, who are living peacefully elsewhere. They are feeding you with, they don't welcome people, they don't sell land, they don't do this. Meanwhile, some of you Wereys, you never pass already. And some of you are abroad, and you are still like that. I don't get shame to share with you anymore. You know what I mean? I don't have any shame to share. So when you are doing all of that, just know that you are also putting the lives of your own our own people in danger elsewhere. If they are telling you that the Yorubas are not there, they are not here, they are not there, I am telling you right now that the Yorubas who are making their lives there for decades now, a lot of them went there to go and do NYSC. They didn't return back to Yoruba land. A lot of them joined their civil service in Eastern Nigeria. They rose to the pinnacle of their careers in Eastern Nigeria right now. So if this Agberos, Alakpama Shishes, these lazy bombs are feeding you with this Yoruba bigotry or that, you may enjoy it. Ajegunle is telling you that every destruction that comes with it, everything that goes into this, right? Whether Sanwo Iku is rigged back in, whether Sanwo Iku lose election or not, right? It is absolutely has nothing to do with Yorubas and Igbos. Absolute nothing. But when they start burning properties because of this, I think we should let you know that with social media, you are also risking putting the life of our people in danger elsewhere. I know you don't care because they came to our war. Terrorists came to our war to kill the people in our war. They went to Egongon. They ransacked the Gogon twice. Burn village, burn houses, burn properties there. They went to Ojaodon. They killed people, chased people away. You are not moved. People are being kidnapped. Ransoms are being paid. You are not worried. That is happening. Just right in your domain there. You didn't give a damn. So I know you probably won't give a damn about what other people will suffer elsewhere. But I bet your conscience that you will remember Mayegun said, what you have been told that Yorubas are not welcome elsewhere is pure lie, and you should have a rethink. If you are doing all of this because you don't want Sanwo-Iku to lose, Sanwo-Iku and his agent, they have all they need to rig elections. You and I are going to be those who are going to face the consequences of all of these months and years after they are done. Sure, you know, and it's actually going to be a double wahala for you, for all of us. They are doing all of this because they want to continue to steal from you. That's what they were doing all of this for, right? Now, they will continue to steal from you when they gain the power again, Abi. But you would have also destroyed whatever is left of the economy, former one, including relationship. Then you realize later that, Moko, I just fought for nothing. So if you are so angered that you don't want non-Yoruba, you don't want anyone that is non-Yoruba in Yoruba land anymore, the ideal thing you should be actually supporting is the advocacy for self-determination, regionalism, everything that can give you some control, some leverage. If you are not supporting that, you want to be president of Nigeria and you don't want non-Yorubas, you want to destroy every non-Yoruba in Yoruba land, you want to burn all the Igbos properties in Yoruba land, you want them to go away. Like, how is that even possible? Okay. Like I said, from my own research, the only thing that can save Sanwo-Iku is to triple the violence, the threats, the intimidation that they are already carrying out. It must be like a triple of what happened on the 25th of February before Sanwo-Iku can be returned. Though. They have to do so much. And why is that? Because they need to stop a lot of people from coming out first. Yes, they will stop a lot of you from coming out. No, they will do worse. They will do worse than a burning market. Sure, you get? They are going to go into people's homes. They're going to issue threats. You would think it's a joke. Although the Lagos state that we still know of today is still populated by over 87% Yorubas. Sure, you get? Which means Yorubas from across Yoruba land, they still have dominance stay in Lagos. The non-Yorubas, the Igbos and others that these people are trying to burn Lagos down for because of election, they own just about 15% of their population. But they are so scared of them that the huge economic contribution they are making doesn't make any sense to these guys. So you know what they need? They need to stop a lot of people. The last time, with all the threat and everything, even at MC Olueran polling units, they beat them everywhere. They beat them in front of Bodilon, beat them at the back of Bodilon, Tinubu's house. In Ikeja, where Tinubu voted, they beat them there. Alausa, they beat them there. They beat them in Ekoshofe, beat them in Agege, beat them in Alimosho, their traditional base. All of these are signals to show that even Yorubas don't want them. Share get any. Call them Omoale, threaten them this and that. You would have to make sure that you stop them physically. Then how would you do that? Now that every message you have been sending out, that you are calling a Yoruba a full-blooded Lagosian. A full-blooded Lagosian. You are publicly calling him Igbo. Now you have angered the majority of the Lagosians now. For real. So you are going to need a lot of violence. Money can't do anything. Forget about money. You will give people money, you will still be defeated. That means you are going to need a serious, violent coordination like Yeye Bello of Kogi. Like, go for it. Now, if they outwhelm you, well, I will just say that for security reasons, I am not going to tell you if you are non-Yoruba in Lagos. Once you hear the announcement that they are being defeated, the number no they add up again. I am going to advise you to begin to form a self-defense group in your different domains. Okay? Don't go into any panic mood of packing your stuff and saying, you know, in fact, no, scratch that. Scratch what I said. With what the tension I have seen, with the desperation of these guys, win or lose, they are going to unleash violence in Lagos. Remember the last time, despite the fact that INEC declared Kolu Tinubu the winner, they still went after the Igbos in Lagos, their market, and you know what happened? Many of them were beaten, attacked. Okay? However, this time around, that they could go out and burn their markets, destroy their wares, to send a signal that we are tired of you, we are going to, you know what I mean? Win or lose, they are still going to come out and do something after the election, okay? Now, this is my advice. I will advise all of you who are non-Yorubas, including all of you, my dear brothers and sisters, Lagosians, who are real, true Lagosians, okay? I want you to begin to form your self-defense groups in your different streets now. The APC touts, the Lagos Agberos, they are a bunch of cowards, okay? Now, they will come with noise and all of that. They expect you to run. If you don't, they will go back. Then they will probably harm themselves with guns. Because once you hear, pa, po, 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 you will run. Okay? I am not encouraging violence or advising it. But instead of you to wait for them to unleash this violence on yourselves, my dear brothers and sisters who are real Lagosians, Yorubas, to overrun these Agberos, begin to organize your own self-defense groups in your streets. I have lived, I lived in Ilukpeju. My family house is in Ilukpeju. And I can tell you this, back in the days when we used to have a street-to-street fight, when people will come from, what do you call it? People will come from Pangrove, from Shomolu and all these places, cross the expressway to come and fight us. We had a way of luring them into the interior part of our Ilukpeju, then enter them in a way that you can actually get them scattered. Once they are not all together, they are defeated. I lived there. I grew up there. And some of you are real Lagosians, know what I'm saying. If you really don't want these criminals to overrun you, there is a way you do it. Opomo Adugbo, shall you get, like we say, Opomo Adugbo, Opomo Adugbo, call yourselves, they are not more than you. By numbers, by votes, they are not more than you. Okay? No wonder that as they are burning properties, Sonweku is everywhere. Some said that at this rate now, that Sonweku is going everywhere. They say if you call them right now for your baby dedication, child naming ceremony, Sonweku will attend. If you are doing any church, what do you call it? Harvesting program and all that, just call him. He will attend. He's everywhere right now, humbled and scared too. You know, they will tell you, normally he was meant to win. He should win normally. There's no opposition to Sonweku in Lagos. Lagos Abobaku were so confident that that one is already concluded. It's a no-go thing, right? Unfortunately, the suffering and smiling sufferers were so shocked that they were complaining and attacking themselves on their WhatsApp groups. So Sonweku had to hit the streets. My fellow Lagosians here and there. Anyway, let's go to Akere. Akere markets. Somewhere there in Olodia, Papa Ajegunle, Kirikiri side, where the Lagos Abobakus the Lagos Agberos carried out a terrorist attack. A terrorist attack on the Igbos and their businesses, the Yorubas and their businesses, the Hausas and all the Nigerians who are trading in that market. Their businesses were attacked and burned down because they suspected that the area is dominated by the Igbos. Or more, they didn't just burn the market down, no. They came in and they started shooting indiscriminately. They shot and killed the security guard on their duty. They burned the entire spare parts market down. You know, I said something about people who didn't know anything about wealth creation. Because in Yoruba land, these criminal politicians have turned our youth into political ushers who are always waiting for their turn. Therefore, they believe that loyalty means they have to be loyal to the criminals. And their loyalty means as well, they can kill and destroy destroy anybody that stands in the way of their criminal leaders. Because if anything happens to their criminal leaders, that they should lose power, their turn is not going to happen. You know, Nigeria is turn by turn, Nigeria Limited. Young people that are not trained to create wealth. They are trained to wait for their turn when they too can extort people, use different positions to corruptly enrich themselves, become so famously rich people without second addresses. You get what I'm saying? So, burning down properties is like, let's send a message. Oh yeah, kill them. A supposed one Nigeria, one country where the citizens, they just can't wait. Every given opportunity, they want to kill themselves. Yeah, I'm from Nigeria. Yeah, I'm a Nigerian. But if you really want to see us in our element, yeah, we are cool people, right? Individually and all that. People, nice people. We are also very, very wicked, horrible. That, you see, when it comes to Nigeria and one Nigeria, we are the kind of people that you can say siblings, you know, siblings, that everything about them is like they can't wait to kill themselves. How could you hate yourself this much? What is wrong with all of you? How can you, why are you saying Shango, thunder fire you? Why are you saying that this one, that stroke will kill you? This one, every small thing, you know, why? Because they are forcefully forced together. Let me tell you something. They say as humans, right? As children, we don't choose our own parents, okay? We just find ourselves here. In Nigeria, we didn't choose Nigeria. They forced all of us together. All of you stay together. You are mad. But if you now turn around and say, I'm gonna look at this one's head like Pangolo. Man, this Nigerian, look at them. Nigerian can't check. I say, he's a Kenyan. Hey, my people come and see Kenyan abusing Nigerians, so they will attack that Kenyan. You are so mad. Nigeria is the biggest country. Now Kenya is just like our kitchen. Now Kenya is just like a place we grow up, we raise our pigs. Ghana is just like our toilet. And all of that. We're like, hey, wait. Nigerians are united attacking Kenya because one Kenya abused one Nigerian. What is going on? Are these not the same people who are ready to tear themselves apart a few minutes ago? This was who are saying, now shall go kill you. Now shall go kill your papa. If I grab you, now shall go kill your mama. Look at this Alimajirio. Look at this one from this one. Look at this. You know what I mean? That's exactly the description of Nigerians. We don't want to be together. We are forced together. Okay? But somehow, we don't want you to tell us that we are the most odd people ever to force together to create a country. The oddest. We are the most oddest. We can't wait to kill ourselves. We can't wait to tear ourselves apart. We can't wait to take the pay revenge. That's why we are saying that, why don't you just let us go differently? At least when siblings who want to kill themselves, when they grow to some stage, right? To some certain age, Abby, they say, Papa say, oh yeah, you go and get your house. You go and get your house. You, this one, go to school. That one, go to hostel. May peace just stay inside this place. For peace for Nigeria, may everybody go in one place. Destroying ourselves. Burning properties. Killing ourselves. just to fulfill that urge of superiority that is actually not superior, just a common divide and rule tool that we have been so traumatized, we have been so abused. Those who have led Nigeria have done us so bad. That we are just so, I don't know. We'll go away. No. Stay together in peace. No. Mba. Oh yeah, everybody go a different way. Babu. Okay, let's discuss and then maybe we should just do something. No. A war. That's when they are asking that Talon Shewa Gongo, would they do us? I'll take you to that place again in Lagos. Anyway, thank you very much, Joseph Bishop. Okay. And also, I think I got one from K. Thank you, K. I got another super chat from Folari Yusuf. Great. Somebody said INEC has postponed governorship election. Okay, I'm coming. Give me just a second. Guys.
Almost all of you. And Yoruba betrayal, many betrayals. Many things so I can share for the boy a compila yara in kodero lara yin no bi oniya ni gbogbo yin ẹ jẹ́ lọ jáwọ́ nu oṣì yìí kó má gba ìlú mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́.
Wèrè tó sọ̀rọ̀ sí tó sọ pé àwọn APC agent wo àwọn tó jẹ́ leader gọgọgọgọ ò lọ bá wọn ṣé owó tó ní kọ́kọ́ fáwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ gan wọn kò fún wọn dípò bóyá agent àbí àwọn aráàta ṣé labour tó ń wọlé ṣé ó náwó ni tó náwó dẹ̀ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ tọrọ síbi tọrọ wa kí ni wọ́n kọ́ fáwọn agent tí wọ́n fi jíṣẹ́ ìwọ gan ṣé ò ti gbàgbàgbàgbà bóyá wọn wá rántí ẹ̀ mọ́ sí ilẹ̀kùn wa bá ẹ kó ṣì lọ́jọ́.
Sure you get. But you see the two of them and all of them in that WhatsApp group, If you go out there and say, APC is so corrupt, very useless party, all of them, from that WhatsApp group, they will attack you. Where's your papa? Look at this useless one. Ajegunle has made everybody, if you know what Ajegunle has done for us in this day, if not because of Ajegunle, they will not be speaking Yoruba in any part of this world again. But inside WhatsApp group, any kure, any shorire, owomida, where my money, I don't work with my money. Sure you get? I have advised you, don't bomb properties, okay? You should try and go out there and support your criminal leaders as much as you want, okay? But let me take you to that space where the only video I've gotten is the candidate of Labour Party in Lagos. That's Gbadebo. Who is Gbadebo? Watch this just for a moment, okay? And the credit for this clip is that of the channel's television. Let me beg them, may they not report the video. I just want to show you. All right? I don't want to say it. I want to show you. Gbadebo's father, the man that the APC, Egbekegbe, Tifnumbu Lagos Abobakus, Aslikasas, Kisas, Krombitas, Crumb Chasers, that are trying to tell Yorubas that he is not Yoruba, he is Igbo. I think this clip is actually so good, right? Who is that Gbadebo guy? Listen to his father. I wish I could see Tifnumbu's father to tell all of you about Tifnumbu. Maybe all of these things that you have been hearing about him, they would have never actually happened. This is Elder Olawale Gbadebo Vivor.
I want to speak a little bit about Gbadebo. He's my son. I know that definitely I'm biased. But, you know, I will stay with facts. I'm not talking about opinions. Facts. Gbadebo is not a politician. He's an activist. That is his core. That is the core character of Gbadebo. When he came out after school, he was leading marches to the legislature. He was debating with the Minister of Agriculture. And this was the GMO thing. You see, the thing with an activist is that the activist is revolted by injustice, by anything that's unfair. Immediately he reacts and he begins to lead processions and marches and goes on TV, and so that was Badibo for you. So Badibo at heart is somebody that is just good. It's as simple as that. He's just a good man because he will react to anything negative. And he reacts violently to anything negative. He goes on marches and he does all kinds of things within the law to ensure that he's able to change the status quo. During his activism, he recognized that it would be difficult to change things as an activist, and so he decided to go back to school, did the master's in political science, and then decided to go into politics. Now, prior to this, when Badibo started school here at Chrisland, and then went on to ISL, that's the University of Lagos Secondary School. He didn't finish there, but he finished at EAB in Paris. And then this is where I noticed myself as the father that this boy was different too. There was this graduation ceremony. I was there in Paris. And the valedictorian was making his speech. But before he made his speech, he said that there is somebody here in this class. And you know that's a white class, so the French boys. He is black. There's somebody here in this hall who is responsible for what I am today. That's the valedictorian. That's the man who led the class. And he began to tell us about Badibo, that he didn't know this valedictorian was up on chemistry and physics, but that Badibo spent time, including going out in inclement weather where it was in winter and all that, to go and lecture him and teach him. And then now he is what he is. You can imagine how I felt. I was sitting there, and you know, he is not the valedictorian, but the valedictorian himself is admitting that this is the person who made him what he is. So you find that Badibo has this spirit of love. He has the spirit of, he can easily go into your situation and understand your situation and sit down with you and find a solution to it. This is what he brings to government.
Right. That's the father. And that's what will take us to his appearance at the venue of destruction, because they burned that place down because of the fear that the people are going to choose him instead of re-electing Jide Sanwo-Olu, the current governor, who has all he needs, in my own opinion, to win. The incumbency, the usual rigging, the forcefulness, and the rest of that, they could manufacture one for him. I don't know where the panic and the so destruction and ruin is coming from. And somebody said that the whole problem is not about his, what did he say? Just reason. The whole thing is not about his Igbo bloodline. So it's all about what again? Have you cooked something else that we don't know yet? Because out there, what they are saying is that don't vote for Chinedu because it's going to bring IPOB and it's going to make Lagos State the headquarters of IPOB. The Igbos are going to come in and they are going to kick out all the Yoruba Obas and they are going to take all the lands. And it's going to be sending the Lagos money to develop Eastern Nigeria. What else have you told yourself? What else? We'll come back to the offering time, okay? I just want to be very sure, because a lot of things that we have heard, all because a 39 years old young man, dead that he could take the establishment in Lagos to the cleaners. Some of you have followed them to share different horrible things. A lot of you have created different theories. Every day you come up with different things. All comes to one thing. Most of you don't know that you are writing horrible things about a young man that could be your grandson. And I actually feel like that is where I feel sorry for some of you. God knows how horrible your lives are. And there are many of you as well, maybe not many. There are some of you on Ajegunle's Diary Political, okay, who has been hibernating on my platform for a while because Ajegunle is talking about Yoruba nation. Oh, Ajegunle, this Ajegunle, I love the fact that you are supporting Yoruba nation and all of that. You better don't bring your unfortunateness closer to me. I'm not a bigot, because, and I'm not one of those that that live in that world. I know that world exists, so that is why I talk about it. The world where you have been fed with the life of having to be worried about other people who don't worry, who don't even care about you. A lot of us wake up every day thinking about how we are going to survive today, how we are going to make ends meet, how we're going to take care of our family. That's exactly what majority of other people in other tribes are caring about. So I know that world exists, the world where generations have been fed with that fear of somebody is coming, that one is coming to come and overrule you, to come and be over you. But when I discovered that that world is actually an horrible world to live in, somebody like myself will preach a clean, clear, loving Yoruba land, the one that Awolowo represented, the one that educated Chinedu as Abubakar, the same system that Awolowo put in place, the pride of Yoruba land, a policy system that educated Yoruba, the same system that educated Yoruba's son, is the same system that educated Abubakar, educated Chinedu in Yoruba land. So if you are coming with your other narratives that you have told yourself, I know they exist. Emma Kushiti Babamio. The type of Yoruba land that I want is a peaceful, progressive nation that respects, that respects coexistence. It's not the one that exists in your head, though. So don't come here because you are part of Yoruba Union. If you are a bigot and you are part of Yoruba Union, Ogbeni, if all of this their propaganda, Yoruba, this Tinubu propaganda, because of their Ikokobe in Lagos, has gotten to you, and somehow you are part of Yoruba Union, this is Ajegunle. I am not going to be part of anything that bigots are going to be hibernating. They are going to be creating excuses and reasons to justify their hatred towards people who don't give a damn about you. But yeah, maybe I should quickly tell you this. So if you are here and you are part of Yoruba Union as a member, and this whole propaganda going on has gotten to you, and somehow, this is the time for you to actually confess it and get out of my way. Okay, you are the member, Sure, you guys see, because I know about that world. I don't want my own children to live in that world. Okay, I don't want my children to live in that world where they have to live in fear full of hate that is in no way in their own interest. Sure, you get John Tori Olongo. We have not done any physical meeting yet. Okay, if any of this has gotten to you, John Tori Olongo, or you're read and Lori Telegram, you won't have a space there, and I don't care how much I respect you. Okay, we'll break it up right away. Okay, don't bring it closer. I know these guys are criminals. They might have working on your psyche. They might have spoken to that your hidden, bigoted mind. There is nobody coming to take over Yoruba land. If anybody comes to take over Yoruba land, the real Yorubas will fight. Shiro Mokpani, Can anybody take over your land if you are not selling them? Can anybody come around and just take over your land in Yoruba land? Do you know what people fought? Do you know how much people are actually like? Do you know what it is actually in Yoruba land to say we want to take Kini? It isn't like that. So if your bigoted mind has been appealed to and you believe them, I will say something that you will probably be. If you are part of Yoruba Union, just I hope you understand that. A situation whereby a supposed commercial hub of sub-Saharan Africa, we have untrained criminals for political reasons to burn them down for political reason. That guy is 40 years old. Can you believe that? Majority of you are cooking up different lies, bias, hatred, and all of that on social media for almost 40 years. Some of you are older, elderly people. You are typing nonsense. Yorubas must fight for our future. Yorubas must to defend our future now is to keep APC in power. Abi, if you be like that, anywhere you see me, no greet me. Don't bring him closer to me. What do you call that guy? That young guy is 40 years old. 40 years old. Some of you, your children are still sleeping in your house, collecting money. Mommy, 200 naira cannot be enough for me, ma. Some of you are waiting for those your parents to die so that you can become landlord. And now, you went to school, graduate, no job, hanging about everywhere, political analyst on social media and the rest of that, and you are spewing hate. Spew hate, against almost 40 years old. 40 years old. He's too young. Olori Buruku, no be waiting and told your parents be that. They told your parents that maybe they are too young to pursue their dream. Where are they today? They are saying the same thing to you at the age of 38 years. You are on social media cooking up lies against your mates. That's enough for you to even sit down and be like, what are you doing with your life? 40 years old, you are a 50 years old man. You are running you are writing nonsense about a young man for political so that they can make you special advisor to governor, so that they can make you press secretary, make you what? Make you commissioner, make you local government chairman, and you lori bruku in your ye. Now, I am saying this because it is actually so sad. Your life, you guys have sad life. You haven't thought about it. A 40-year-old man, 40 years old man, young man, he became 40 years today. And go and look at everything you have written. Even you watching me, you, Olofo. How much would they give you? What would be your return? A 40 years old man is challenging an hegemony, challenging an oligarchy. The one that every day, they're extorting you here and there, left and right, and you're on social media. We must defend Yoruba land, Olori Buruku. You better go and pick up PVC to save these people and stop burning Yoruba land. Stop burning everything here and there. Yeah? I don't even know what people think. I look at that guy and I'm like, what have I done with my life? 40 years. If Obidients show them shege now, I have heard that they've postponed your election, Abi. They said they've postponed it to March 18, Abi. It's because the court judgment says INEC cannot reconfigure the whole BVAS until after all the political parties, until they have inspected everything digitally. And a signed copy that everything in that BVAS has been handed over to all the political parties. Sure you get. So of course, maybe that's why they postponed it. But you went to bed last night. You are fuming. You are angry. Shinedu will not vote for Shinedu. Now Shinedu. Everybody is now shouting in Lagos that LUP Shinedu, LUP 75, LUP Shinedu, LUP 5, LUP. I mean, you're gonna need a lot of fuel. They're gonna need a lot of fuel to import down to Lagos. You have extra days now. 18th of March. You better work around it. Slow down on your threatening people. Stop burning people's properties. The Igbos are not those after your backwardness, underdevelopment, and the corrupt system that has created millions of us as members of the poverty basket. Nítorí election. Dano sun market. To prove what? Let's go to that market. I think there was a part where he was walking down. I think I got that one first. Which I'm gonna. Sorry, guys. Okay.
He come here, he don't come here empty-handed. He come here with something. He give us money that we should rebuild our market. In fact, after Saturdays, when all of us do the needful, vote him into power, that he's going to come here and rebuild this market by himself.
Governor, what will our kids want to eat? What will our family eat? I am responsible to my family. What will my children eat? That's what I stand for. The little only people I have is going away from here. What will my family eat? I have a brown, lovely children. What will my family eat?
Let me ask you something. Who will vote the retire? I will press your vote for you. You are pressing what you do. I will press your vote.
Those are the people that our supposed Yorubas, who are supposed to be our own children in Yoruba land, who are supposed to be developing, market strategy and things that they could use to better their lives using this market as a startup as a layer to launch themselves to different things all over the world. But as they're not going to give them proper education, that you will see somebody who say, Bende tidela ti Oyun. Because Bende is from Bende schooling in Oyun in Kwara Poly. Bende kon Kwara kon. Waiting they do for Oyun. They do mass com. No do mass com. Oh. It's just doing that to just say I go school. Bende will return back to Bariga, where he's going to go and start threatening people who are doing their businesses, Okada riders, taxi drivers, down food drivers, and every pure water seller, so that he can come back and say, Bende, have a Bende, day. Bende, how far that say you don't graduate in it? For graduation, graduate to rebuke. So my other staff will say, I need to graduate. I will serve. It's what is serve more day. Now me get this junction. Bende go school, come become area commander. Siro in Elukpeju, he went to Lasu. For those who know Siro, he should be older now. I mean, we were younger back then. So I'm talking about 20 years ago or so, right? Siro in Elukpeju, he went to Lasu. He went to Lasu just because he wanted to have a certificate because the politics then was starting. So Siro could, they were the Mozu, the Akpa and everything for the politicians, Olawale goes, goes, Solomon. So they were like the muzzle for goes then. I think he just saw that ordinary secondary certificate, ordinary what did they call them? Diploma. Now this one take collect PA. Siro went back to school Lasu. But guess what? Now from the junction where the Ojuni junction for Elukpeju, that is where they are sending Siro school fees. Was he even going to school? For those who know this person, and they are like that. We were training our children to be Agbero because those ones we trained properly. Now those ones they call Akowe in the area when they want to do landlord meeting, they will say, Akin, you and I are going to the landlord meeting, okay? You are not doing anything, so you'll be the secretary there. Or everything, you write the minute. Akowe, Adugbo. There are those who help people to pay NEPA bill. You know that because the system has rendered them useless to themselves. So what do? The few ones who have been here and there, they will just be like, okay, I don't. You will see educated people. Some of them have educated because it wasn't about the education. The system turned them to freeloaders, scavengers, extortionists. So how do they live? They extort people. Now, one of the fears is that if Lagos State should lose, if Sanwo-Olu should lose now, waiting the Agbero go the shop. They don't know how to create wealth. They were not trained to create one. Even their leaders didn't create any wealth. It's all about taking and taking and taking. How could you burn down the market? Oh, well, this guy was there and he had this. Let me see. Told you. LUP, Shinedu, LUP, 77, LUP, Shinedu. I mean, the whole propaganda, I told you from the beginning, they are only working on Yorubas who are outside Lagos, as well as the Abrodian Lagos Abobakus, the Abrodian ombud slaves. I'm talking about those your aunties and uncles who left Nigeria, but Nigeria didn't leave them. You sometimes will look at some of them on social media and you will be like, I know some of you have felt that way sometimes, right? How this one take a visa? You know, on Facebook, if you are living abroad, right? You look for a time where if I just shave now, when I go look like, say, my life done better, say I'd get better life like that. You know, sometimes you go for haircut, right? And then you look at yourself like that on your phone, I'll be like, now maybe this. And then share selfie. Yeah? You know that stage, yeah? And then you just be like, hey, Agbeke, I like, Shamini one unaware. Shamini one unaware. I will look away, pretend I don't know, say you they take picture, Please take it from that side. You know that moment, where you just feel so cool. And then you upload the pictures. And then people will look at them on social media, on Facebook, they'll be like, oh. And because of this, a lot of people, they became, sort of kind of superstar. Some people, they don't like you. But may not be like, say, they don't like the picture. They say, look at this. You don't post again. Fine. It's not bad. It's not a bad picture. But must he post everything? Must he post everything? Is he every time he has to post that he's living abroad? Anyway, let me just like it. May not look like, say, I get bad belly. Over time, a lot of people are like, he's living abroad though. So if we come and they were saying something there, they will say, hey, see, my friends, let me tell you something, okay? You see, politics is say they can to people don't even want to, they don't want to understand what he's saying. They say, you are all right, you are very correct, sir. Yes, sir, that's the same thing I'm trying to explain under that post. You are very right, sir. Honestly speaking, that's a word of wisdom, sir, even though they said nothing. But because they're living abroad, everybody, they familiarize and all of that. I made a lot of friends, by the way. A lot of people became my friend. That time where I used to post pictures a lot on social media, right? Ajegunle, how are you? I just said I should say hi to you. Whether genuine or not, right? I mean, people were like that. Until I started opening my mouth. This guy, but boy, you only respect, sha. With the respect, I respect this guy. Go, I say this guy no get respect, sha. When I opened my mouth, this guy, you Ajegunle ooo, they better long. Mayegun o de bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. Ọ̀rọ̀ ló sọ́lẹ̀ yìí. Mayegun fear God. Now this thing where you said can destroy country. I say, well, I don't said what I said. Now liar talk. Hey, even though it's not lie, Mayegun don't always see people started, I don't like this guy. No, I don't like him. The same thing with some of your aunties and uncles who left Nigeria. You saw them on social media. They look so nice. Auntie Ima was so intelligent. Gone you. Thank you, mommy. Thank you, mommy, for that advice. A lot of you have received advice from these losers on social media, on your marriage, on your health, on your relationship, on your businesses. Because now still the same Nigeria mentality. They left Nigeria, of course. They are living abroad, no doubt. But should Nigeria leave them? We call them the Abroadian Mumu Madus, Bele lecturers and Mumu lecturers. They are different categories. Sure you get. Now when they open mouth, now there's a whoa, Esa. I'm not going to say because you are living abroad. Now Shango go kill you. Because people begin to say, I say this person no get sense, yeah. Yeah, for 3 years. When they started giving their opinions on politics and everything, people started feeling like, for 3 years, I thought you are a sensible person. What you just said today make me believe that you are a useless man. How many of you have been in that stage before? I'm talking about history here. I have been I have been in this for so long, right? That I can play all scenarios, and a lot of you find yourself in those situations. It all comes back to something. And that is, if you set yourself up to be deceived by the criminals, of course they will use you to the fullest. So when you see people who left Nigeria, they talk about Nigeria, they tell you, say, Rome was not built in a day. Didn't I tell you? They just left Nigeria. Nigeria didn't live there. When they are telling you that Rome was not built in a day, well, Rome was not built in a day. Did the Ashiri tell you that those who were building Rome then, they were stealing cement? I mean, they were stealing granite, stealing gravel, stealing iron, diverting workers' payment when they were building Rome. Everybody, they collecting own share. The person who is supposed to supply cement, if they supply quality cement, the one who is supposed to supply sand and gravel, then they supply everything correct. They know there is no business they go steal them. That was how they managed to build Rome. In Nigeria, your Rome, they started building it since 1960. 63 years after that, your Rome no fit conduct election. Is that not the reason why we are here? Is it not? You conducted election, Igboro scatter, pressure everywhere. And now, nobody is sure of anything. INEC will conduct election. No, INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission, conducted elections. They couldn't chase them up to bring evidence of result that it announced. I mean, come on. It is theater of absurdity, they call it. Abi, I'm coming to that of INEC anyway. I don't want to leave without showing this, okay? Because the guy also put smile on their faces. Here you get. I gave them money. Thank you very much. Nobody for your super chat. Nobody is one respected member of the Temple of Truth. And then I don't know why he kind of love calling himself nobody, because he is somebody that is actually a big body as well. You know what I mean? Like somebody like that. Anyway, thank you for that. Okay. And now I'm going to say thank you as well to Obioma. Thank you for your own generosity as well. Okay. I appreciate that. And then please do me one favor. Somebody said that, Mayegun, you need to pause the program now and take offerings. Okay. And I'm going to do just that before we continue. All right. So do you mind taking a sec? Leave that comment section. Okay. And then I just like the video. If you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook, just a moment. On Facebook, it's even better. If you are not watching on your TV, a lot of people prefer to watch this on their big screen. Thank you. So yeah, like the video. We are over 3,000 again on YouTube. I appreciate every one of you. Seriously, I do. I mean, I don't even know how you enjoy this. It's like somebody sitting down talking to himself. But I have developed this mentality, yeah? Every time my camera is in front of me, right? I don't see my camera. I just see, when I look up and I'm like, oh, how many people are here? 4,100. Oh. That means I have 4,100 people in front of me that I have to be very careful of what I say, because as they come out, they must make sense enough that you are not living. Imagine, Mayegun today, 4,000 people. And then Mayegun started doing bulaba, bulaba, bala, bulu. What is wrong with this guy tonight? If you manage to stay for 5 minutes, you'll be or more. Some of you have been here now for 100 minutes. That is 1 hour, 41 minutes. 101 minutes. So you can actually give me that, okay? That means you enjoyed it, okay? You enjoy me talking. I like you. I thank you. So please, just take a moment, right? Just kind of leave the comments. Stop typing and all. Or should I believe that those who are typing and laughing are the people who have already done that, Abi? Okay, don't go back there if you have already done it too. If you go back, you are going to take your like back. It's not helpful. So thank you very much. It's called engagement. Okay, you can engage with this, and more people will get to come across the video as well. It's also going to be more money. Well, what is wrong in that? What is wrong in that? You don't have to pay anything. All you have to do is what? Take the message. Right? So thank you. All right. So it's most important that you let a lot of people see it. Okay. It helps. If the purpose is to get more people to hear this and be able to understand this, pass it on. Pass it on. You just don't know who you are, who we are helping. I help myself every night when I speak. And I also gain a lot when I hear from people too. So that's the purpose. Okay. So thank you. You can please do that. Okay. Let me take you back to the street of Lagos. After the whole thing about burning and all that, the Obidients are still screaming and screaming. Every tribal bigotry, every propaganda thrown at them, they just continue to turn that around and turn it around. And they just can't wait for the day, as they have said so far, to chase Jide out. And Jide is like, Emi Jide Jendo. Sorry, there's another Jendo for PDP, by the way. That one is also Jide. So the two Jides are actually going to be like, go and enjoy your social media fun in this Lagos. Nah, Shiwaju get now Sanwo-Olu we go vote for. Baba Ironio. Share you get. I'll show you Ikeja. See Ikeja for night.
Reporting live from Ikeja under bridge. Gbadebo's convoy. It is either Gbadebo or no any other person. We are here live and direct. Come Saturday, Gbadebo becomes the next governor of Lagos State. We are reporting live. Look at the entourage. Here are our people. New Lagos! New Lagos! New Lagos! Saturday! Saturday! LP! LP! Obidients! Obidients! Saturday! LP! That is our people. That is our people. That is our people. Yes. Reporting live. Yeah. You can.
That's Ikeja. Last night, not today. So they defeated APC in Ikeja, by the way. Defeated them in Koshofe. Defeated them in Alimosho. Defeated them in Lagos Island. Defeated them in Etiosa. Defeated them in Oshodi. Defeated them in Ajegunle ooo. Defeated them in Olodia Papa. Defeated them in all this Hoko, all this. And that cannot repeat itself. That is why these guys are, who haven't learned anything, continue. So, I mean, they just discovered that it's going to be a real threat. They didn't see him coming. In fact, none of us see this coming. Let's be honest. Okay. I know some of you will say, I don't see him coming since 2010 when he contested for Senate under PDP. They rigged it. Baba, calm down, Joe. You don't see anything like this Obidient before? You. All of us, would they see them as somebody who say, no, Matt, man, you go. Oh, more. A lot of people will talk out now. They know they talk loud again. They say, it's all gra. No, it's still gra. It's still this. I say, gra. I want you to mad. Maybe say as it be so now, if they know all the Labour voter right now, they go arrest all of them, lock them up. You see that one now? Why you going so joke? Baba, your voice is not loud again now. You used to be like, let me tell you. Why you going to forget? But now it's not like that anymore. It's not like Mayegun. They are just watching them. They are just looking at them. You even me. I know they are going to rig them. Sure you get. They are going to do everything. Even if the day go turn to night, they will do everything to stop them. Of course, I know. The question is, what if they fail? What's going to happen? A new theory, Abi. Another new theory. Let me tell you that theory, Mayegun, is a disguise. In fact, Asiwaju intentionally made him this thing because it's like Asiwaju want to fix Lagos this time, and he knows that all these people don't know how to send them away. You know, he's the president. So that is why he brought in you look for conspiracy theories. Because me, if you rig them out, I know say they no go leave you. You no go get peace. Every day, now trouble. Ask Kolu. Person will win election. Tinubu win election. You see the protest. Say no cancel this election. No. Don't fall under pressure. Wahala go deo. Yakubu. Problem go deo. Wahala yaso wabuku yakare. Person will win election. No. Where the whole world don't they congratulate you. They see the protest. People where they rig, defeated Abi, they are asking for evidence. Even when they ask for evidence. Say, I give me evidence too. I want to see what you rig for me. So if you rig them out, me, I will come here. I will tell them. I will explain to them. I will help them manage their mental health and all of that, and tell them that Emma give up. If you see the Ajegunle, they have a way. They have a way of trying to make people feel better. Okay? Let them feel better. Listen, calm down. Calm down. If you see them, you see mistakenly see their korokmo anywhere, I will help you broadcast it. The whole world we hear, waiting you they do them. They go win, but peace no go day. They go they live in time of imaginary enemy. If they sleep, they go scream. If you know what I mean. That is the power the social media has given to you. So there's no worry. Now them go lose. Now them won't lose. Now they won't lose their job. You can make that happen. So we all know they will rig them. They will do all of that, Abi. But what if they no consultancy? Because you see, state election, ordinary 30,000, can make all these Lagos Abobakus become jobless in a few hours. 30,000 votes. Sanwo-Iku, 525,000 votes. Jandor, 225,000 votes. LUP, 540,000 votes. 15,000 pere. You know that kind of rig, maybe say you go try rig, you no go even reach. Now that one they pay person pass. Imagine them beat you with just about 20,000. You know how painful it's going to be. Lagos Abobaku. Emma, worry. Calm down. Okay? You can count on me. Okay? I know I don't like you. And I know you don't like me too. Either way, anything will happen. Sure you get. You can count on me. I will be your therapist. I will explain how to handle this Nigeria if it happens to you. At the end of the day, you know what this whole thing is all about? It's going to, in fact, teach all of us a lesson that if you get chance to hold your oppressor, Baba ma Lord develop feelings, oh. No go to develop feelings, oh. So, feelings then shemisha. Say, they don't capture Tinubu. Or maybe say they slap her. Where? I want beat her. Concern say, where is his second high? He said they don't slap and come out. That one don't come out. I feel bad, Sha. Here you get. A lesson will be taught. Everybody will learn. And you're gonna be like you're gonna learn not to actually defend your oppressors. That's what I'm trying to say. No, they catch feelings. So these people know they catch feelings if they are looking for you. Any simple, any given opportunity, ask those who have died in their hands under different, policies that are anti-people policies. So everybody will learn. It's not what have you. So talking about chasing INEC. So finally, for the past 5 days, the winners and the losers in their completed charade, they have been chasing INEC up and down. If they see INEC for here now, if Obi see INEC for this side, and they say, no be INEC, they go so, they say, na INEC, oh. If you turn back to go and call Atiku and Kwakwanso, INEC don't disappear. So hide and seek for the past 5 days. Finally, they shall meet in court today. And the bone of contention is that all of the results declared by Mahmoud of INEC on the 25th of February, they want to see the evidence, digital evidence, written and all of that, because they want to scrutinize them and weed out fake numbers. But where the problem is, now, is that we are not really sure what is the prayers of everybody yet. Sure you get. I don't know. Atiku said they rigged him. And I've seen evidence that they rigged Atiku. True. Sure you get. And Obi said they rigged him. I have seen evidence. Where Atiku and Tinubu, they co-rig. Co-rig. That's they join hand, they double hand, rig Obi. Atiku is saying that even Obi rig him. Can you believe that? The Obi call rig all of the vote in Eastern Nigeria. The only one that now kind of added to the whole confusion, the winner. You know they've declared winner. Tinubu said they rig him too. So he got evidence. Say they rig him for Lagos and they rig him for Eastern Nigeria. Who rig you? Obi rig me. So everybody is now shouting rigging, including the winner. Finally, they cornered Mahmoud, INEC. They cornered them inside the appeal court today. You know what happened? Now, so the confused appeal courts said, okay, the rigger, the riggy, and the rigged. What are you all looking for? Evidence. I want evidence say I win. I want evidence say I lose. I want evidence say You know that stuff. Okay, you, Mahmoud, why are you here? My Lord, help me. Oh. These people have been chasing me since I announced result. Oh. I have announced result and I want to go and do another election. These people have been chasing me everywhere. Oh. In my dream, my life is in danger. How could your life be in danger, Mr. INEC? How is that even possible? My Lord, you will not understand. Even the man that I rigged for is chasing me. They said I should tell him that I was joking. And I'm not joking. It's the result. They said I should call him and say, oh, it's a joke. Oh. The real results are not out yet. Oh. So now the winner is also chasing me. In court today in court, oh, see, this is not how they talk in court, okay? I'm just using the layman explanation to the people, my real audience, to understand the exchanges. Do you have the results? Now, Oluwami, but we need to clean it because some people don't pay for Saturday rigging. And these people are chasing me that they will take out the machine. Without the machine, I cannot deliver. Listen, there's no rush. You are very sure of the result you release, Abi. You have all the details of the election result you release. You say, yes, Oluwami. Before you format, before you clean the whole thing, at a winner, at a loser, everybody should check what you get inside that thing. Okay? Kajiko, Stephanie. Hey. So that was where they now like a rope. Everybody just undo rope like that. From court to now, so then tie the hand and leg of INEC, meaning they lead them to where he hide the evidence where he won't bury. Let me take you to the court. Stop laughing, okay? And then as well, yeah, okay, let me take you to the court. I think this one. I got one. I think they were walking into the court. Or not. I think, let's take a look at this. Everywhere you go is LUP 74 LUP 75 LU. Somebody actually had that as their ringtone inside the courtroom, right? So I could just show you the inside the courtroom. So also this is this clip, right? The credit goes to the channel's television. Again, let me beg them all. I don't know. I'm just a small channel trying to educate the people and stop xenophobic, genocidist people in carrying out their sinister motive through politics, deceiving people and leading them into carnage. That's what I do. Please don't report my channel. Let's go back to that court.
I didn't tell you that he was my friend. I was lawyer 20 years back now. That should be 2015. Yeah, a long time ago. We've come a long way.
How are you?
Very nice.
Hey, Oga.
Anyway, there's nothing much, okay? So that was them there. Everybody holding their own rope. Obi, they hold their own rope. Atiku, they hold their own. Kwakwanso said they there, including Tinubu people. Everybody they caught. They wait for waiting that time that judge will say. And the judge was just like, go and give them what they want. The way they want run out of court now, so then grab them. I didn't have that part, right? You know how they will, hey, don't let him go. Oh, yes, so where it is, oh, yeah, in headquarters. I think it was when they got back to the headquarters. That was when they realized that we will need to call all these people that we will have to postpone the show for this Saturday. Ma, answer these people first. I'll still come to you. We are going to rig you. I'm going to rig for you, but don't worry, wait for your next turn. Mahmoud Marig wa kò tí kàn wá. Ó máa pè yín kò tí kàn yín. You know, that kind of thing, right? So the lawyers are there. I told you, you wish to be a lawyer right now. You know, one of the things that people say about Nigerian law is that why do people read law in a country that doesn't respect any of its own laws? Why do you have to be a lawyer in a country that doesn't respect any rule of law? Doesn't obey court order? What have you? Is it not a waste of? I said, no, it's business, Papa. It's business. Why do you think somebody is learning to be a babalawo? So that he can begin to manufacture ayeta for people. If you shoot me, no go enter. Odechi. If you shoot me, no go enter. But when money can't come, Namopo the guide babalawo. Same thing with a pastor that says, no weapon fashioned against you. You see this olive oil? You are seeing olive oil. I am giving you the blood of Jesus. I'm giving you the blood of Joshua or the blood of Taju. Whatever blood blood. This is not olive oil. Somebody had this olive oil. They rubber. Remember? And so they sleep or they wake up in Paris. So they didn't know how they got to Paris. They don't give them citizenship. He's even speaking French. This oil. Armed robbers who saw this oil, who saw a passenger inside a bus. So, you know what I mean? When they saw every other people that they robbed, they handed over the money to this passenger because he had this oil. It's a special one. You see, Pastor Isaac, that you see that he's not always talking. He's not always talking. He carried more anointing than me here. But guess what? Here is the source. Shooter, you know, go enter. But the way when money comes, give you sticker, give you handkerchief, give you everything. You can't see all this Nollywood, bony face body guide. He said, Daddy, bless me. Move away. Sasha. She carry knife. So no, she no carry knife now, only Bible. That Bible self, the if can hit somebody for head and pastor if he die, it's a weapon. Take the Bible away from the person. Oh yeah, hola. For blessing next time. Because you know what? They can take advantage of you so easily that way, right? In a country like Nigeria, why are you studying law? When you are going to shout, my Lord, from morning to evening, and only for somebody who studies Sharia law, Mr. Tanko technicality, the plane driver, to come around and say, this thing you are saying, I didn't even hear anything. Babu lakaye, babu komi de komi, no. Hey, technicality. They rule it out, and you walk out there and you be like, we need to strengthen our judiciary. You dey study law for a country where no believe in any law. It is for business, and it is for times like this. Okay, and it's esprit de corps. Awu. Sure, you get when I'm robber, see policeman. They are not enemy. Now, esprit de corps. Esprit de corps. Esprit de corps mean you are my brotherhood. Oui. You say, yeah, oui. So yeah, the lawyers are in court. Senior ones, so far so good. I have counted about 51. For Kolu has 13. Kwakwanso has 7. Kodi 20. Atiku has 19. Kodi 39. 12 on the bill of Peter Obi. Odimelo 60, 51, I'll be 6. I don't know. You shall get what I'm saying. At our other junior lawyers to go and quote 1999 Constitution. Do you know that 1999 Constitution? Do you know about it? Do you? Don't worry, I'll remind you in case.
Ten things you never knew about the 1999 Constitution. Did you know that the 1999 Constitution was promulgated by the Military Decree 24 of 1999? And to think of it, this 1999 Constitution was never subjected to a referendum.
Did you also know that this 1999 Constitution was written by a selected few that never got the consent of the indigenous nationalities or its representation?
Did you know that after writing the 1999 Constitution, it was hidden from the public until after the inauguration of President Obasanjo in 1999?
Funny enough, this 1999 Constitution was not printed by the government press or any known printers in 1999.
Did you know that the 1999 Constitution created a unitary government as against the projected federal government, and this forged an inefficient over-centralized government, as well as creating a centralized judiciary whom has never been autonomous?
In all this, did you know that this 1999 Constitution falsely and maliciously claims that the indigenous nationalities willingly handed over their lands and resources to the federal government?
And interestingly, did you know that the 1999 Constitution calls state governors chief security officers, but at the same time centralized all the security agencies and denies these state governors control over any of the security agencies?
And finally, do you know that the illegitimate 1999 Constitution in Section 6, subsection 6C, absolves the government from liabilities regarding rights of the citizens as provided in Chapter 2, making this right not justifiable?
This and many more are the reasons why corruption, unaccountability, incompetence, and insecurity are institutionalized in Nigeria.
I will not allow you to. Help me! 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 If they carry me, they go. We are not know. Help me! Help me!
Pastor, oko ọlọ́pàá ó ń ṣọ́ pastor àwọn ọmọjọ sticker ló ń ṣọ́ wa àṣẹ kò rí pé orí wa ti burú ìwọ má dídá ìpápá ìdárunrin jẹ́ kí wọ́n bá ìbùtàn jẹ kò jẹ́ gbèsè àgbẹ̀tọ̀ àbí kò gbẹ́rì tí kò gbé tí a fẹ́ jókòó tẹ̀ rà gbẹ́rì tí bá yọ píù àwòyí àárín mo mọ̀ ní pé wà nínú báìbù pé ìgbà tó fẹ́ mú Jésù kọjá ní àárín òun ògèrí Jésù kí ni Jésù lò àfẹ́ rí lólo ìwọ má dídá ayé bàjẹ́.
Ikú pa ẹ́ nìyẹn. Ìwọ má dira o. They listen to Daily Alake and Ugeli Chajambe lawyer, Festus Otobokeyamo, all the likes of Garbage Shehu, all the likes of Femi Oponu Adeshina. This one has even been so silent, quiet for a very long time now. Ìwọ má dira o. Ikú pa ẹ́ nìyẹn. Anyway, I told you that I was going to take it to their court, right? Their lawyers also had something, by the way, without missing that. Okay, let's take a look at what their lawyer had to say. Lawyers.
For us today, the court refused to vary that order. That order is sustained and remains. In another ruling, the court was of the view that given the back-end server, which INEC undertook to provide to secure those materials, that order is partly sustained. Those judicial orders are partly sustained. But in all, the good news is that the initial order of the court made on the 3rd of March, permitting Peter Gregory and Labour Party to inspect the facilities of INEC, including the BVAS machine, which they intend to use to put their petition. Those orders are sustained. They are going to seeking to vary it, was refused. So that is a story.
So the order is sustained. I know a lot of you are laughing there. Some of you are just like giggling where you are seated and all of that. I am kind of I am proud that I made you laugh. So which means that somehow, I have been a very good therapist, haven't I? At least I made you smile, even if you don't kind of like me being petty. I'm just being honest. And seriously, right? I can be so real that even when you are giggling, I'll still be telling you something that you need to know. What you need to hear. Not what you want to hear. So if I made you giggle, I made you laugh, Mayegun Joma pa me now. Mayegun is okay, even though you don't want me to stop. Let's be honest. A lot of you won't want me to stop, even though this is not a comic session, right? But you know why? We love to make it kind of a little bit, medium. Nigeria problem, People, they run mad because of Nigeria problem. People know they see the problem. They know they see them face to face, but they know say they get problem. Country hard, job no day, money no day, old note, new note, all these things, People know they have problems. And there's so much of them. A lot of people who actually, see, there were popular hit songs that explained what people are facing in Nigeria. When I was a boy, there was this popular song. Ogun aye, ashe ki se ti bon. Ogun aye, ki se ti sword, abi ako atadarara. Ogun aye, ki se bi ti bazooka or AK-47 kankan rara. Àwọn tó ń ṣe ni, tó ń gbani, tó bá jọ̀rẹ́ á jẹ́ bí ẹni o. Abani gbélé tàbí alábàáṣiṣẹ́pọ̀ o. This life, the battle we face is not the battle of gun. The battle of this, or even though we are now facing the battle of gun, let's be honest, okay? Back then, those old men, our parents, the battle they were facing were like, they don't see them, but they know they were there. When they go to any place to, when they go to a place and then they have to pray, they pray against problems that they can't explain. Ashe, some of our parents are actually, they saw shege. Because they can't explain it, they decided to express themselves in a way that they could hide that feeling, they say, every war, spiritual war that is delaying my finance. The spiritual war that is destroying this, my every God. Oh yeah, attack them because they can't explain them. But we can explain all the problems. Okay? And that's why I said that so many times when so many of us who left Nigeria, our prayer point changed. We no longer pray about, Baba, if I serve you in truth and in honest, Baba, I want you to prove it to me. This is going to be the 95th job interview and my 15-year anniversary of being jobless. If I am serving you, Baba God, prove yourself. Oh, I'm going for another appointment. You know what I mean? But when you are no longer in Nigeria, you don't have to pray. You get a job like that. Okay, people pray. Okay, people pray for their choice job, even abroad, right? You have the qualification, you have everything. You still pray for it. But it's not like that back in Nigeria. People, they give God condition. That's how much shege people are saying. They say, God, I'm not going to call you the third time. Because when I call people 3 times, it means I'm angry. And I don't want to be angry with you, God. I calm down. Very calm. This suffer. Don't tire me. You have to change my life this year, or else you are not God. How many of you have done that? That's Nigeria. So you can explain your problem now. Our parents disguise them. They pray. They say, God alone. But we now know the people behind our problems. No be devil, no be Satan, no be village people, no be anything. Now the politicians. If the economy is hard, if they devalue your currency, if corruption is the order of the day, as you are witnessing today, progress is just going to be a luxury, something you will wish. Do you understand? So you don't really have to think there is any devil somewhere that is holding you back. The politicians are holding you back. You can see them. You can face them. Stop blaming the devil. Even devil as we speak, they look for all of you. If you die by mistake, you go hell, devil will ask you, when was I? Where was I? When you stole the money that was supposed to be used to build the hospital, you collected this and that, you committed this crime, you shouted the devil, devil, devil. I've been waiting for all of you for this hell. If you're a Nigerian, this way. Say, but why, sir? Sir, devil, I'm coming from hell. Please, now Nigeria they come from, now hell, no come see the profile also. Say, are you from Nigeria? I say, yeah, this way. Your case is different because you guys are so horrible that you can see the devil destroying you. They have names, they have faces, they have titles. But you are still lying against me that it's the devil, it's the devil. It's a shuni. Devil, this way. In Nigeria, see, I don't want any, this way. Some of you don't know that, Abi. Sure. The real devil holding us down are those who failed to invest public money in the public. Those who are so cool enough to feed fat on your commonwealth. They created poverty for a reason. And of course, they will expect the victims of poverty to mount up. A lot of you are battling that. You are just like people who say they dump them inside the ocean. They don't feel swim. Oh. You know, others as in drop them inside the ocean. Like, you know, some people will say if you dump them inside, they know they fight. They say, I don't die. Then they drink, they just cup it and they die. Other people, they can't swim, but they dump them inside. They will fight and fight until they stop fighting. Others, we're smart. It will just be like that. You put your head over the water. Anywhere water, they carry me, they go. Until I get help. A lot of you are in that category of your life as we speak. Some of you, Nigeria has drowned you. You have given up. You've got nothing else to fight for. If they say hey, you say hey. If they say oh, you say ho. You say, do you know the meaning of hey, ho? I don't. But you said hey. Yes, I said. You said ho. I said, do you understand meaning of hey or ho? I said, I don't. They gave me food. But are they hungry? They ask me meaning of hey or ho. People when they shout hey, they share bread. The one where they shout ho, ho, ho. Now beans then share. I attended both. Okay, I get that. That's exactly what many Nigerians are today. They are just existing to survive. You know, like, I don't know if I'm going to survive till tomorrow. Some of you don't know this and you're laughing, Abi. Okay. I'm saying this to you so that you can know that, we are, in a way, the author of our own destiny. Knowingly or unknowingly, no matter how. I just thought I should share that with you. Meanwhile, thank you. Okay, I was going to take calls, but I'm like, nah, I don't know, I've spoken for too long. A lot of you are just going to call in now and start saying, Ajegunle, you don't kill me tonight. So I'll let you digest all I have said, okay? Don't fight because of the politicians. Don't share their propaganda, okay? Don't join them in trying to gaslight the people, all right? Don't try to explain anything to justify why you think there is these other tribes that are coming after you, okay? Don't entertain them so that you won't be able to imagine what it feels like. They are not real, okay? If they tell you that people are coming for you, people are going to do this or that, just take a look at those who are saying them, all right? And then you'll get to understand that they actually don't give a damn about you. But if this is the path they want to walk, They believe it's a path that will likely lead them to power again. Okay? Divide and rule is called. Well, I beg of you. I beg you. Okay? Don't get drowned in any of them. They will fight all their fights. They will do everything. If you are confused and worried, subscribe onto Mayegun's Diary Political, right? I can help you handle it. And you understand at the end of the day that it's not worth it. Okay? A lot of you want to prove something to one another, but I try my best on this platform to diffuse all the lies. Some don't like me for it. They said I want you to fight the establishment and at the same time to cause problems in Nigeria. But guess what? I am actually reporting all the problems in Nigeria. I am reporting the victims of the problems. And I'm also reporting the perpetrators of the problems. They have names. Okay? Whether they are pushing religious this, tribal that, political this, or whatever they are pushing. Under whatever agenda. All right? Just know that none of them is in your interest. I don't want you to become a victim before you realize that. But anyway, I hope I help you enough. The tension should be down since they have now postponed the elections. I have been told. I'll see you some other time. And thank you to everyone who spent their evening with me again. Remember, subscribe onto my channel. Follow me on Facebook. It is the same thing on Twitter. Mayegun's Diary Political on Twitter. You can follow me there. I'm not a Twitterian, okay? I don't tweet all the time. Although once in a while I do want to tweet, but not always. But you can also use that my platform. When I do, things I say from my mind, okay? And I don't care who is reading, right? But if you really want to see where I pour out my mind all the time, it is Mayegun's Diary Political live. Ask around. Okay? Ask around. And you know this guy, this Lagos boy? I like his vibes.
INEC officials, this Saturday, get ready for your photo shoot. Everybody's bringing out their phones. You have nowhere to hide. We're going to document every single step that you take. Get ready. You can't fight the people and win. Vote Labour Party, top to bottom. LP.
I kind of like his vibe. Nate meaning now. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni ṣé aláyé bàjẹ́ ni ẹni wá. Ọmọ 40 years old, you 42 years old, you dey do vuvuzela for politicians. Ṣé yẹ ti bàjẹ́ finally ni? Mayegun, are you trying to endorse him and all of that? Well, endorsement me will carry anything, so don't kill yourself. I'm not asking you to go and do this or that, but she even you we say your existence there as part of them there. Even if you know if you do anything, if you don't want to do anything, it better make you use that your age to try to stop a young man like yourself. So about suffering by share, Emi Baba Gio, the general overseer, Temple of Truth, Mayegun General, Ayen Shenyo. For those of you who feels like you are feeding fat on the 8 that these guys are spewing, Abi, against someone 40 years old. We are called and then pack all of you, babish. And I gotta wait for that babish wave to come. By the time the babish wave is going back, carry all of you and come and go in law. Later. You know that those are the ones that are likely going to be remedied. I don't know, maybe somebody should try that. Tell all the Lagos Abobakus that Yemoja of the ocean, front view, Babish. Go and tell them in their WhatsApp group that Yemoja of Kuramo Beach is about to endorse Sonweku for second term. All Lagos Abobakus should meet at the Babish. Just wait for the water to... You know that most of them are not actually from Lagos, right? All of you now, with they type nonsense on social media, enter bus, enter keke, enter Marua, go Lagos Babish. They are going to endorse Kolu 1 a.m. on Friday. Come here to Koyin Lo Siwaju. Hey, don't carry 3,000. Oh. Hey, don't carry another 20,000. Oh. Hey, don't they carry 40,000. I say, Eje kuma kun lo. Buruku. Odigbo. You go return them. You don't know. That's how Babish. That's what happened in Babish. When I was growing up, they told me, they said, you see all that sea, that ocean, that Lagos ocean, it don't like dirty. Even if you carry you go, you die inside there, far away, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, it go still bring you back, can't dump you there, say, I don't want dirty, anything dirty. I am just, it's a joke anyway. Maybe a dark one, a dark joke. It's not funny. So let's stop it that way. So I'll see you some other time, okay? Enjoy the rest of your evening, okay? Share this if you still can, or if you haven't at all. Like the broadcast as well. And as well, see you next time. Good night.
Ajegunle ooo, làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Ajegunle diary, Nayibi number 1. Ajegunle ooo, làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Ajegunle diary, Nayibi number 1. Ajegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Ajegunle diary, Nayibi number 1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Ajegunle diary, Nayibi number 1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí. Ajegunle diary, Nayibi number 1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Ajegunle diary, Nayibi number 1. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Máyégún máa wí. Ajegunle diary, Nayibi number 1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Ajegunle diary, Nayibi number 1. Ajegunle diary, diary politico. Ajegunle diary, Nayibi number 1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún. Ajegunle diary, Nayibi number 1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Ajegunle diary, Nayibi number 1. Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Ajegunle diary, Nayibi number 1. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lérí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.